guys, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming. Some of you know me on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you with a new Let's Play episode of Dawntide. You guys had a tremendously good... Oh, I just noticed that's animated. Wow, that looks nice. You guys had a tremendously well-received first episode, and you know what? We're going to keep continuing. I'm really liking this. I love the art style of the music, I love the characters. I can't wait to get more into the world. But anyway, guys, just sit back and enjoy. Let me entertain you, and let's jump right in. Alarm Chan, you're up, and let's go. Okay. Alright. Their empty dark rooms make their broad street-side windows into ghostly mirrors. Ranzo, Sal, and Joe are walking ahead and chatting about something I can't make out. It's muffled, and I'm pacing slowly in that hazy reflection. Murky figures pass around us. The lens of the hollow room paints them in the air like smoke. They're locals and visitors alike, blended into a weaving rhythm. A brightness ripples somewhere between the gray, half-formed figures in the faded glass, an amorphous streak of light. Its presence grows, flickering through the gaps in an unseeable space between. It's not a stray beam of light, it's something else. Someone walking through the crowd with a white tail trailing after. They walk with purpose, towards me. I break eye contact with myself, turning to face the approaching figure. Standing before me, it's... Riley, you're looking kind of spacey, you alright? I look back to the shop front. The brightness is gone. Yeah, just got distracted. What is it with these VNs and all these supernatural stuff? I mean, it's great, I love it, but it's like that they're all following this theme. You sure? She speaks quieter just to me. I know you're a bit anxious. You've got nothing to worry about, okay? I'm fine, really. Further up the road behind her, Joe butts in. Keep up, Riley. I'm waiting on that pint. One of them's going to be... Just because I want it to be, one of them's going to be Australian, one of them is going to be, like, Scottish, I guess. Walking into the old Chariot, our eyes take a moment to readjust to the dim surroundings. Most tables are empty, save for a few old men sat sipping room temperature ale to the tune of some old blues on the tinny speakers of a jukebox. You haven't been able to smoke inside for about 20 years, but you wouldn't know that from the air. Creaking across the floorboards, we head towards the little windowed nook, our teenage home. The Chariot wasn't the best pub here by a long shot, but they never checked ID. Before we reach the nook, Ranzo stops and gestures towards the bar. First round's on me! What do you guys want? Oh no, Rand, you don't have to. It's cool, I got paid this morning. What do you want? Joe doesn't waste a second. Pints of halyard. Been a while since I've had that. I'll join you. We should do the brewery tour while you're down. Sal is a little more hesitant. Half pint, same as. Ranzo turns his gaze to me expectantly. I'm thinking about doing the deer girl. Sal first. A doe. A deer. A female deer. Half pint. Same as Sal. You sure? Don't remember you doing things in half measures. Yeah, well, it's early and... You don't have to make excuses, just checking. I'll get you another if you change your mind. He makes his way off to the empty bar front and starts making jovial chatter with the bar lady. Good shout, Rye. He's going to end up offering every round he can. I'm not complaining. You two should have taken the offer. It's 4 in the afternoon. I want to go easy. Same. Get something proper later, eh? We all squeeze in the wooden benches by the window. This place was built centuries ago when folks were smaller, and Joe and Sal sit opposite me and I leave a space for Ranzo on my left. Good to be back in here, eh? Yeah, it's got that real comfy atmosphere, hasn't it? She wriggles from side to side as she tries to get into a position where our legs aren't bashed up against each other. I mean, yeah, there's better places, but... I perform a similar dance, trying to park myself in a well-worn spot. Hey, it's got its charm. We can always do something like this more often, you know. I think the last time we went out for drinks was the last time Billy was down. Yeah, sorry. Oh. Oh, goodness. Oh, a little bit of bonus content there for you guys. Yeah, sorry, I've been really busy and it tires me out. You don't have to work that much, you know. Take a break, man. Hey, Jody yours instead. Let's have to take a break. Let loose a bit, girl. You're always working on something. She sighs. Air rushes out of her nostrils, finally giving out under a strain of a heavy load. You're right, it's just been a lot to set up this year, and... Joe swings his hand down onto the table. You deserve some time off. Make this week a good one. Ranzo's heavy footsteps announce his return, sandwiching 4 glasses between 2 paws. Get these down, you then. He places down the drinks. Joe's pint towers over our 3 halves. You too, Ranzo? You're making me look greedy. Sal chuckles as she reaches for her glass. You are. The next half an hour washes over us, bringing with it stories from Ranzo's time at sea, the detailed times aboard the ships and the ports to the far west. He's still that confident, positive spark of our group. He's Joe's fun, but Ranzo's tone is a bit more vibrant. He sings color into stories that I imagine were actually pretty drab and dreary, like the week where the ship's laundry broke down and they had to hand scrub their clothes, or the time the ship's cook got sick and the stand-in couldn't do the potatoes properly. Midway through another story, Ranzo's joyful pace is interrupted by an uneven gait crossing the floor. Oh no. Alright, dickheads! The voice is broad, confident, and devoid of a local twang. Approaching the end of the table, a toned figure sways, one hand placing a streamlined bike against the wood wall, the other holding the strap of a large sports bag. Oh, hello there, big bunny. His brow furrows, but a smile forms on his lips as he slings the duffel down. Billy! The one and only. You just brought that thing straight in? Sal glances at the bike, then back to Billy. He shrugs. His smile slips wider. Good to see you, too. My luck's at the bottom of the bag. It's not busy in here anyway. Sure, make yourself at home. Billy starts to reach for a stool from one of the empty tables. I'll take that, Billy. You can sit here. Ranzo stands up and gestures to the space he leaves beside me. Billy waves a hand dismissively. It's fine. I got first class down. Damn. I took first class on my last flight. It was nice. It was enjoyable, but it's stupid expensive. I don't know if it was particularly worth it. Joe sends I told you so look my way. No, really, it's my round anyway. What do you want? So Sal interjects, edging out of her seat. No, it's not. It's my round. Sal pulls herself out from the nook and pushes Billy's bag into it with her foot. What do you want, Billy? Water's fine. Right. Everyone else? Pint of beer. Foster's, Australian for beer. I like Foster's, pretty good brand. Might as well get a pint now we're all here. Sal glances between Joe and Ranzo, who both nod. All right, 3 pints, 1 water. Sal heads to the bar, making a point of bumping Billy's bike on the way there. Billy slides into Sal's empty spot next to Joe. Ranzo returns next to me. The old wooden bench creaks beneath us. Watching the figure, Billy? Billy grunts as he stretches a leg out of the side of his booth. I'm on holiday, but the body's not. I got team training when I get back. Brought this with me to keep it up. Billy extends his right leg to the bicycle, leant against the wall. Below the knee, his leg tapers into a curved prosthetic. It looks as streamlined and sculpted as the bicycle. Shame. Still not tired of riding around in a circle every day? What, the velodrome? Best thing about the city. Looking forward to getting back on the hills here, though. Looks like it does you good. You've gotten hench. You doing steroids on top of the regular stuff? It's all me, dude. I was gonna ask, do you still get people being weird about it? Sometimes. They want an easy excuse when I whip their asses in trials. Real reason is that I put more time on the track than anyone else. Surprised you've got time for your course. Enough to pass, that's all that matters. But Jess around, I bet coursework's the last thing on your mind, eh? She's not around. What? As Sal approaches the table, Billy takes his glass from the tray and sips. We broke up. Oh, shit. Sal's face slumps with disappointed sympathy as she sets down the tray of drinks. You and Jess broke up? She was so nice. Billy takes a long sip from his water and wipes the dew from his prickly lips. What you saw, sure. I wasn't feeling it. Kinda needy. She said I was spending too much time training. It was a choice between that and her. Billy's eyes widen with resigned indignation. So, here we are. I'm sorry, man. Don't be. I'm better off. I'll give a rabbit a chance to run, I guess. Joe raises a glass towards the center of the table. Anyway, cheers to being back. The looks of sympathy ease around the table, and more glasses rise to meet Joe's with a clink. Cheers to being back. Oh, that's a beautiful picture! Oh, you guys are such a lovely group of friends. Ah, I want to go to a pub like this. Been to a few pubs. None of them looked as nice as this. Nestling together in the nook makes the space between us to disappear like the drinks in our glasses. Drifting between conversational currents, I'm bathed in the same familiar tones I've known my whole life. They've changed some more than others, but a kernel of past selves is preserved in all of them. Renzo settles off another sea story, his timbre rich and bright. I'll lower that song. It definitely sounds like a copyrighted song. Joe swigs and leans in for all the details, his laughter still sparkling with high pitches. Billy and Sal share a back and forth over hobbies, each one of them wrestling the conversation back to their own side of the court whenever they can. When they start to talk about girls, they seem to find common ground. All these are a soothing balm that fills in the cracks of the last 4 years. It's reassuring if a little uncanny. It's a comfortable return to something that had only existed in memory until now. We're holding together, even if it's just by this veneer finish. And I'll happily stay floating here, floating until all the hairs on my body are heavy with the memory of this moment. As the glass is dry, we shuffle out from the pub and into the street before the harbor. Though it's approaching the evening, the dark interior has made our eyes tender. They sting in the sun, and our hands raised to shield them. The tide has risen and swept the foul smell away. The town sits in a quiet daze. Docked boats jostle with a gentle, hollow rhythm. We got plans for dinner? I thought we could go down to Shinbone after this. They do food. Shinbone's a dive. Shinbone's great. They have bands on sometimes, too. Last time I went I got food poisoning. Pass. That was months ago. I go there all the time and it's fine. What's Shinbone? It opened kind of recently. It's like an underground speakeasy kind of thing. Sounds fun. They do burgers and stuff. They do burgers and stuff, too. Too lowbrow for Sal. Not too lowbrow for us, though. Joe looks around indignantly. Really? Am I the only one who likes burgers here? I'm going to pinpoint that sound in this, is it? Oh, it's the sound of the wind, okay. Huh. What sort of burgers? Just cod, or... Cod, haddock, place all of them. It's that whole gourmet thing. Joe looks sideways to Sal. Veggie, too. Though maybe that was the problem with yours. I don't trust anyone to make a burger if they can fuck up the veggie option. Anything around here less greasy? What about 115? Closed. Shit, what about Granary? Sal shakes her head. Closed. Aren't you back here in October? Yeah, but I don't eat out much. That's why she left. Oh, coming at it hard, Joe. I love it. Maybe tell me what isn't closed instead. Sal racks her brain, thinking of a place that does something other than takeaway that's maintained its spot in town. There's the Wheelhouse. That's way better. I'm down. Fancy that, Ree? Wheelhouse. Let's go to the fucking Wheelhouse. I like the Wheelhouse. I haven't been in years. I look over to Joe, who's still less than thrilled. It's fine. I just find it a bit like... If you're going out, go out. Wheelhouse is way more out than that burger place you were on about. You're just pissed because you can't stuff your face with chips. It's fine. I'll do wheelies. I want to show Ranzo Shinbone tomorrow, though. Joe turns to me. You too, man. I can't believe you haven't gone there. Where is it again? Seriously, Shinbone? Shinbone Alley? Stupid question, really. Oh, right. A bit on the nose, really, isn't it? Yeah, like having a church on Church Street. But there is a church on... Oh, right. Great, I'll get us a table booked. I'm pretty sure we can just go there, Sal. It's only Tuesday. I don't think it's going to be busy. Right. She tries to look aloof, but the tension in her back tells me she won't be satisfied until we're all on track. Shall we head up there, then? Billy taps the sports bag he has slung around the handlebars of his bike. You gotta get this stuff to the place first. You want us to wait, or...? Nah, it's fine. I'll meet you there. We'll save you a good spot, man. Thanks, Fuck! Oh, shit. Billy tries to remove the bag from the front bars. The handle snags. The front wheel twists inward, sending the bike, the bag, and Billy onto the floor. Unlucky! Are you okay? Renzo stoops down to help Billy back up, but he's already up on one foot. Get off! Billy's hand bats Ranzo's away. He pushes himself up and starts untangling the bag straps. Are you hurt? No, I'm fine. He pulls the bike up to inspect it. I can't see any scrapes on the frame, but there's a graze on his knee. Sorry, man. That was good. You want a hand getting that back? I said I'm fine. They're only asking, Billy. He brushes himself down and slides the strap of his back up to his shoulder. Don't worry about it, okay? I'll meet you up there. The bike ticks along at his side as he starts to walk. The frame bounces and shakes up on the cobblestones, but he keeps it on course. You doing all right there, Renzo? Me? Yeah, I'm good. Why? He was being pretty arsey to you. He's just teasy. Doesn't like people making a fuss over him. 1 second, guys. Alright. I think his pride's hurt more than anything else. Still, he'll be fine once we get up there. We pick up a slow pace in the opposite direction, tracing the wall of the harbor until we get to a thin, steep street. It's a beautiful looking area. You need to drop anything off, Rans? Nah, I left everything in my bunk before getting here. You're not staying with your mom? Yeah, I will be. I just didn't want to drag it all around this afternoon. Smart. Plus, you know, I've got the bunk either way if I need some privacy. Privacy? I've just got to get used to having my own thing for a while. Just gotten used to having my own thing for a while now. I get that. What's it like on the ships anyway? It's usually pretty good. You get your own room with a little ensuite and a desk. It's cozy, mind you, and some of the smaller ones there's a bathroom and showers down the hall. So it's like either a cheap hotel or a hostel. Pretty much, the dock bunks are the same deal. Except you don't have to lash the chairs down to stop them from sliding around. I'd rather take your mom's place, personally. Any plans while you're down? Well, other than seeing you lot, I'm seeing Mom and Gran. I'll be seeing Eliza. A silence forms between us, broken swiftly by Joe. Fuck that, man. You're here to chill out. Renzo's eyes follow his feet. She's sort of like my cousin. I should at least say hello. It won't just be a hello with her, though, will it? You'll probably run into her either way. Just keep it light. The steepness of the climb acts as good camouflage for my stiff shoulders and lowered posture. Yeah, no use worrying about that yet, right? Right. I mean, think about what you'd say, but yeah. Renzo nods silently with a faint smile. He leans forward as we continue upwards. The sun is tiptoeing towards the horizon, washing the houses beside us in amber. Cool air moves in hazy shadows. The sound of shallow waves is muddied by a growing rumble behind us. Renzo pivots to face behind us. Car coming! Alright, I'm gonna pause it right there, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, leave a super thanks or a tip if you can, it always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!